Hey there, I'm Mike, and today I'm going to show you how to replace your old OEM joystick with the new PQ joystick. To complete this, you're going to need these tools. You want to grab your Phillips screwdriver, your small flat blade screwdriver, your wire cutters, and your wire strippers. If your Elliott model has an old OEM joystick, the steps in this video are going to help you replace it with the new PQ joystick. Before we get started, make sure you read, understand, and obey the manufacturer's instructions and safety rules, your employer safety rules and worksite regulations, and all applicable governmental regulations. You also ought to make sure that you have the appropriate tools, lifting equipment, and a suitable workshop. Finally, feel free to pause this video at any time to make sure that you're doing each step safely and correctly. All right, first, rotating counterclockwise, remove the top cap from the OEM joystick and remove the spring from the joystick. Then, using a flat blade screwdriver, loosen the screw on the joystick's rubber boot clamp so it can be removed. Now, slide the rubber boot assembly off the joystick. Next, using your Phillips screwdriver, you're going to need to remove the two screws holding the old OEM joystick in place. Okay, using a Phillips screwdriver again, loosen the screws on the joystick terminals so that you can remove the wires from the old OEM joystick. Then, remove the terminal ends from each wire and strip each wire back about 3/16 of an inch. Using a small flat blade screwdriver, you're going to loosen the small screws on the terminal connector. Next, you'll take 6 wires from your old OEM connector and insert the wires into the PQ connector. Your old OEM connector has terminals labeled A, plus, minus, R, X, and B. The wire in the R terminal goes into the high range terminal on the PQ connector. That's the one labeled high ENA. The wire from the X terminal needs to go into the enable terminal, which is the one labeled COM. The wire in the B terminal then goes into the function B terminal, which is labeled PWMB. The wire from terminal A goes into the function A terminal, labeled PWMA. The wire in the minus terminal goes into the ground terminal, labeled GND. And finally, the wire from the plus terminal goes into the power terminal, which is labeled VS. Please note, there are no wires that go into the aux A or aux B terminals. After you've inserted the 6 wires into the PQ connector, remove the top cap from the PQ joystick by rotating it counterclockwise. Finally, insert the PQ joystick into the upper control box, replacing the spring and top cap. Then replace the mounting screws and tighten them down. Now that you've replaced your old OEM joystick with the new PQ joystick, you'll need to follow PQ controller adjustments to dial in the new controller for smooth operation and maximum capabilities. You can find a step-by-step video on making these adjustments along with many other technical support videos at elliottEquip.com. If you need more help, don't hesitate to reach out to one of our service techs at 531-772-0829.